Everybody? Welcome to Mindful Reality, the channel that covers reality TV and life from a mental health perspective. It's my errand day. I like Saturdays because I don't know. I mean, a lot of people get their errands done on a Sunday and they relax on a Saturday. I'm the opposite. I love moving around on a Saturday, and I get up. I feel fresh for some reason on Saturdays. I went to the gym first thing in the morning, and then I go and I get my laundry done, and then whatever else, miscellaneous. Like Saturday is just like a miscellaneous day to get miscellaneous things done. But the thing about my life and a lot of people's lives, not just my life, it's that my Monday through Friday is on such a strictly regimented time schedule where it's like, all right, I have to set my alarm, I have to be here at this time, and then I have to do this at this time, I have to do that at that time. I need the balance. I need the balance of having a day where I can get things done, but they're not on a specific schedule. Because hi TJ, I like being able to get up and then I'm like, hey, what do I feel like doing today? That's something that I realized when I had a good amount of time off when my dad was on hospice care and I took 3 months off of work. So aside from taking care of him, the days that I was off from taking care of him, and even the days that I was taking care of him, I scheduled out my day in a way that I liked my day to be scheduled out. Meaning, I didn't have to get up, sit in this office from this time to this time, and do this from this time to this time. It was just like, what do I want to do? And it was basically, for me, it was passions that I was trying to pursue, or things that I wanted to achieve, and I would map out my day in that kind of a way. Like even my fitness, the way that I do fitness now, I only feel that way on Saturday and Sunday because I am not strictly having to do my fitness. Oh shoot, I forgot something in the house. I don't feel like going back for it. Ooh, I will go back for it actually, but I believe that I'm going in this direction for one thing and then I'm going back in the other direction for another thing, so I can go back and get that later. But anyways, yeah, what I was trying to say is I like having unstructured days. I mean, structure is good to a degree, but I think for the way that my brain is wired, I can only do so much structure. I have to have free days where I can freestyle. Just like in work settings where people have told me you have to do this exactly in this way, I'm bad. There are some throwaway things that, parents from that previous generation were doing that it's like, I'm not going to follow suit with this because this would not best serve my daughter in 2025. And there's some other things where it's like, you know what? Parents of this era are straying too much away from this style of parenting that is needed. Yeah, so my point of saying all that was just process improvement. Anything that you dome me in and tell me to do and tell me to accomplish, I can always make better. I can always take from what has already been done, but you can't tell me that there's no possible way to improve. the executive director of my company that I work for said something the other day, like, um, somebody told him, "I wish I could be like you," or something to that effect. And he was like, "Well, I'm just a human being just like you. And there's always something to improve upon until the day I become perfect." None of us are perfect, and none of us ever will be. And so, us as people aren't perfect, and neither will our processes be. Processes will always have room for growth. And if you're no longer trying to grow, then you're no longer, I say, you're no longer getting anywhere or achieving anything in life. And I'm going to be jumping off. I'm not going to be jumping off, but I'm going to be on and off, because as you can see, I am kind of back and forth, up and down, left and right. You know what I mean? Okay. BRB. is everything day. I just gotta decide what order everything goes. Gotta figure out the order of where everything goes. Laundry. I have like Target that I'm going to. I have something to return from Amazon. I have something to do in the mall. It's just like a lot. So like I was saying earlier, I mean, there's pros and cons to having unstructured days, which, like I said, are my Saturdays and Sundays. The pros are it's like a relief on my brain to have days where, despite having things to do, I'm not bound to do certain things at certain times. But at the same time, my unstructured time, man, this is the story of my life. I am not a person of structure. I would love to be somebody who is just like very regimented, and I do this at this specific time and I do that at that specific time. But I am a person who just operates in a place of, I'll put these things on my schedule and I'll get them done random time in a random order. It makes my life more difficult. I can fully and wholly admit that. And as I talk to more people within my mental health field, I've learned that it is more of somebody who has more of an artist, who is more of an artist than, person of structure like that. I don't know what the alternative of being an artist is, but whatever that is, I'm not that. My mind thinks creatively, not efficiently necessarily. It thinks like, how can I make something, or how can I create something, versus how can I repeat something. I don't know. That might make sense to somebody. It might make no sense to nobody. Hi Jay, hi Donald, hi Ma. I'm gonna watch Squid Billies. I don't know what that is. Something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. Me and some coworkers yesterday were speaking like a little bit about high school experiences. An interesting thing about me in high school. In high school, there was a time when I really, really wanted to be popular. I shouldn't say there was a time. I should say that was my whole high school experience. I was well liked in high school. I mean, for the most part, until I started working 9 to 5 jobs. I was always well liked until I got into 9 to 5 jobs. And then the customers or clients or whatever, they like me, but the staff just doesn't like me, and it is what it is. I just have come to accept that over time. My existence upsets people at work. Okay, we're at 0. So thank you for the likes. I don't know if this turned off or if it didn't turn off, but regardless, I'm on leg 1 of 3. I'll probably pop back on here at a later time, but in the meantime, give me that algorithm boost. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, all that good stuff, and I'm gonna throw on some music in my car. Talk to y'all later.